In the beginning, the world was covered by water, with no land. Then the first island, Te Fiti, emerged. A being shaped like a woman made of plants, who became the source of life and greenery. At her heart lay an ancient green gemstone that sustained the planet. However, as Grandma recounts, the demigod Maui, using his magical fishhook to shapeshift, stole Te Fiti's heart. The moment he took it, the lush world began to wither, and life started to fade. As Maui tried to escape with the heart of Te Fiti, he was confronted by Te Ka, a fearsome lava goddess who also sought the heart's power. She struck him with a fiery blast, sending him tumbling through the sky. The heart of Te Fiti was lost to the sea, and Maui disappeared without a trace. Grandma tells the story to a group of young children who are scared, except for Moana, who is captivated. Feeling an invisible pull, Moana walks toward the ocean, which seems to respond to her. The water leaves a trail of shimmering shells and lifts the heart of Te Fiti before her. Just as Moana reaches for it, her father, Chief Tui, arrives, and the ocean gently pushes her back to shore, causing the heart to slip away again. As Moana grows up on the island of Motunui, she longs to explore the sea. However, Chief Tui instills in her the belief that true happiness comes from staying where they are. The island provides everything they need, and no one must venture beyond its waters. As his daughter, Moana is expected to follow in his footsteps and one day lead their people, adhering to the traditions that have kept them safe. Grandma, seen as eccentric by the village, advises Moana to always follow her heart. As a teenager, Moana has a pet pig, Pua, and a silly chicken named Hei. Trouble hits Motunui when the coconuts rot and no fish are caught. Moana suggests sailing farther to find more fish, but her father, Chief Tui, gets angry, thinking she abandoned that idea. Her mother, Sina, explains that Tui's overprotectiveness comes from a past tragedy where he lost his best friend in a storm while sailing far from the island. To keep Moana safe, they choose to stay on the island. Moana sails out to sea with Pua to prove her father wrong, but nearly dies in the dangerous currents. Disheartened, she considers giving up on her dream, and her grandma seems to accept this. When Moana asks why Grandma isn't stopping her, she reveals that she plans to return as a manta ray after she dies. Moana, now determined, asks what her grandma wants. Grandma leads her to a cave, where Moana finds a fleet of ships. After playing the drums, Moana experiences visions of her ancestors through the song We Know the Way, discovering that her people were voyagers. Moana, excited, asks her grandma what caused the change. Grandma explains that after the heart of Te Fiti was stolen, the world became dangerous, and their island is no longer safe. The ocean offers the heart to Moana again, but she learns that Grandma is ill. At her bedside, Grandma tells Moana that the ocean chose her and reveals that to save the village, Moana must find Maui and return him to Te Fiti to restore the heart. Moana can find Maui by following the Hook constellation. Moana, emotional, hesitates to leave, but Grandma reassures her, giving her a necklace to carry the heart and promising that she will always be with her. Moana confronts Maui and explains her plan to undo the damage he caused, but Maui insists he's not the villain. He's the hero of men. He sings "You're Welcome," claiming credit for bringing fire, shaping the sky, and lassoing the sun for humans, and says they should be thanking him for it. He convinces Moana with his song, but then traps her in a cave and steals her boat. Moana manages to escape, catches up with Maui, and though he keeps throwing her overboard, the ocean promptly returns her to the boat. As they argue, 3 ships of Kakamora, gremlin-like, cute but dangerous pirates, attack their boat, seeking the precious heart of Te Fiti. Hei swallows the heart, and the Kakamora kidnap him. Maui is about to leave, but after an action-packed sequence, Moana rescues Hei and causes the Kakamora to crash. Impressed, Maui agrees to return the heart, realizing it will make him a hero. However, he sets one condition. They must first retrieve his lost hook, as he cannot use his magic or shapeshift without it. Maui knows that his hook is with Tamatoa, a giant crab obsessed with treasures. He leads Moana, who's not an expert sailor, to a mountain that leads to Lalotai, the realm of monsters. Maui expects Moana to stay with the boat, but she insists on following him. They enter the monster-filled world, where Moana spots the hook on a treasure pile. Moana tries to steal the hook, but the treasure pile is actually Tamatoa's shell. Tamatoa, a vain giant crab obsessed with shiny things, performs the song Shiny while trying to eat Moana. Maui struggles to retrieve the hook, but finally gets it, though he's still unable to shapeshift. Just as Tamatoa is about to kill Maui, Moana distracts him with the heart of Te Fiti, letting him take it while she and Maui escape. Maui insists they need to return for the heart, but Moana reveals that she had covered a rock with bioluminescent seafloor material. It was a decoy. On the boat, Moana asks Maui about his desire to please humans, referencing a tattoo of a woman throwing a baby into the ocean. Maui initially refuses to discuss it, but eventually shares that he was born human. His parents rejected him and threw him into the ocean, where he was saved and transformed into a demigod with magical powers. Moana realizes that Maui's constant efforts to please humans stem from his painful past. Although Maui is ready to give up, feeling his magic is useless, Moana encourages him to keep trying. Maui practices his magic while teaching Moana how to navigate the oceans, and she becomes very skilled at it. Moana and Maui reach Te Fiti, but face their toughest challenge: Te Ka, a fiery monster. As they try to approach, knowing Te Ka can't touch water, Maui is hit by one of Te Ka's attacks, damaging his hook. They are forced to retreat. Moana insists they have to go back, but Maui, frustrated, shapeshifts into a bird and flies away. Moana, heartbroken, tells the ocean to take the heart back, convinced it has chosen the wrong person. She lets the heart sink into the water. Just then, a manta ray glides through the water. It is the spirit of her grandmother, comforting Moana. Moana expresses her doubt, saying she can't do it, but Grandma reassures her, telling her that if she wants to go home, it's okay. Then she asks Moana, "Who are you?" Moana sings "I am Moana" and has an epiphany. The call to action wasn't from the ocean, but from within her own heart. She understands what she must do. Moana dives back into the water and retrieves the heart. The next day, she uses her sailing skills to face off against Te Ka. She battles skillfully, faking out the fiery monster and navigating past its rocks. In a crucial moment, Moana loses the heart, but Hei, in an unexpected moment of usefulness, grabs it with his mouth and saves it. Te Ka prepares to launch a deadly fireball, but Maui reappears. Moana is relieved that he's come back. He encourages her to keep going while he distracts Te Ka. He manages to shield Moana long enough to get her to Te Fiti's shore, but his hook is destroyed in the process. Moana climbs over the rocks to return the heart, only to discover that Te Fiti is gone. It's just water. Confused, she realizes, as she sings "Know Who You Are," that Te Ka is actually Te Fiti. Without the heart, this is what she became. Moana tells Te Ka, "This isn't who you are." She orders the ocean to part, allowing Te Ka to approach. Gently, she places the heart back inside her. Te Ka transforms back into the vibrant, life-filled Te Fiti, and the planet is restored. Te Fiti gives Maui a new magical hook. Maui expresses his thanks to Moana for believing in him and receives a new tattoo, symbolizing the strong young woman he has come to admire. Moana returns home to find her island restored. Her family is thrilled to see her, and the fleet of ships is released, allowing her people to once again explore the seas. Moana leads the fleet into the open ocean, teaching her people how to navigate the waters. Make sure to subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.